Hello everyone, welcome to this follow-up for You're Living All Over Me by Dinosaur. This album was mostly good. I'm going to probably get a lot of flack for what I'm going to say on this follow-up, but I hopefully can explain myself somewhat well here. Let's just start with the track by track here. As you can see, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. Little Fury Things, I think, is the best track on the album, arguably, obviously. Good mix of melodic rock and noisy lo-fi. Cracked has a nice instrumental breakdown going into the middle. The verses don't hit me very hard, though. Sludge Feast is almost a 3.5. Maybe it's like a 3.25. Kind of a fun, sludgy metal type track. The Lung is all right. I'm not too into the intro, but the verses and riff are fun. Raisins. Not sure if I like this one more or less than The Lung. They're kind of close. It's maybe a bit more cohesive, but not as catchy, possibly. Tar Pit, I like the steady kind of cruising, Slacker-esque rhythm guitar on this one. Great noise sounds in the climax as well. In a Jar is a cohesive track, but kind of like Raisins, it just feels not as dynamic as some other tracks here. I do like it more than Raisins, though. Lose is my least favorite on the album. It's just kind of unpleasant to listen to for me. Maybe it's just kind of too cynical or messy sounding. I'm not sure. And then Polito is a really interesting outro. The uke intro is cool, and the soundscape stuff is interesting. I don't really love it as a track as a whole, really, though. So those are my ratings. I just feel like there's interesting things happening on this album, but this isn't the kind of stuff I would go to an album to listen to for. It's hard to listen to for me, I guess is kind of the way to put it. I've heard noise and lo-fi before. That's just more like melodic. Even like Sonic Youth in some ways I would rather listen to, because like here I feel like they this is kind of the slacker rock thing, right? Which I know that a lot of the bands attributed that label to don't like that term, which I can understand. But there's just something about the mentality of the music that doesn't resonate with me. I feel like the compositions, I want to say, is it The Lung? I think The Lung is the one that has the riff that I like. There's certain tracks that have like motifs and composition to it, but there are some that are just kind of like noisy, messy, and based around a simple riff that I don't find super catchy. So that's kind of what I struggle with on the album. It's more of a me thing than an album thing, I guess, but there are a couple critiques I would give it, and that is mainly the messiness. I don't know. It falls into a weird crack between like alt rock and indie rock and just like really messy, dissonant noise. And it doesn't really scratch the itch for either for me, I suppose, is the way to put it. But I didn't dislike it. It was just a little rough for me with some songs. Other songs I thought were good. So anyway, that is my follow-up for You're Living All Over Me by Dinosaur Jr. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time, Godspeed.